So I think, John, if this was basically wearing glasses, you wouldn't be able to tell us apart, would you,
No,
really?
just draw a few eyes on it.
Yeah.
I think that would be it.
I think we'd be all right.
Yeah.
There we go. Hello, everybody. Hello. It's me. That's the balloon. Nice to have your company. It's 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. Second live hour of the one-day special, where I can report straight away we're already over 60% of the stock has gone. It's busy, busy, busy. If you've not seen any of the live shows yet, where have you been? But we'll explain everything. It doesn't matter about what you've been or not seen. It's about what happens right here and now. Most importantly, our man here helps us here to celebrate 22nd year. 22nd year, that's right, isn't it? Of Crafts 2.
It is, yes. Hello, hello,
hello,
hello, hello.
How are you?
I'm all right. I'm looking old for a 22-year-old, I feel.
Yeah, I think
I'm looking
great,
tired
actually.
and not well rested for it. But...
Well, to be honest, you have had a very, very busy 24
It
hours,
has, yeah.
really?
I mean, I said this yesterday. We wanted to do a smaller birthday than last year. We did the 21st last year, and it was massive.
Right.
I think I did like 17 hours of shows.
Oh, that's right, you did.
Jane, and we did a really big one, and I think it was an awful lot to ask for people at home to put up
I remember that, right.
without anything else, and then the packing and everything. It was like a month to clear.
Yeah.
So we wanted to do it more low-key this year. But what we wanted to do is, I think, what we've managed over sort of yesterday and today is to show some of the breadth of product that Crafts 2 do.
Yeah, that's
because I
fair
don't want people to ever think it's John Next Door. It's not. No. I'm just a brand within that company.
Yes. Yeah.
So there is John Next Door. There's 2 J's.
Yes.
That we do. We distribute Zinc in the UK.
Of course.
So the Zinc and the Aladdin products. We have the Crafts 2 brand for the tools. We have Press Cut. We have the Press Impress. You know, there's a lot of brands in there.
Yeah,
and I always say this: if anyone ever gets the chance to go down to the warehouse, it is now.
I bet it's amazing.
It's like an Escher painting, and I've said this so many times, people are bored of it. There are staircases that go in weird different directions, in different places.
Yes, yeah.
There's a staircase I've still never seen. Apparently, there's 2 more toilets and a disabled loo somewhere that I haven't seen.
Wow.
And we call it Narnia, and even Peter, the owner and sort of MD, laughs about it now, in that he said to me last week, he gave me some card. Yeah. And he actually, he said, I've got another box somewhere. He said, but, he said, I don't know where it is. He said, but knowing this place, if I go back to the shelf I took that one off next week, another box will appear. I went, it will. Well, because that's what happens.
It's magic.
It is magic.
It is magic. The good news is, though, we do know where the stock is for this, so you will get your stock. Are you doing the packaging, or who's doing?
No, but Sam's on standby.
Right, how is he?
He had to go down after the last ODS. I mean, this is what we are. It is a family business, and if they need help, it's me and Sam. That are there to help.
Right.
So Sam is on standby to go down and help. He went down, not last week, the week before, for a week to help pack your orders.
Wow.
And as I always say, if you get an order from a courier, it will have been packed by the owner and MD. That's how the company works.
And that actually runs through. And the lovely thing is about that does run through to everything that you hear and you see. And it means whether it's tools, whatever it is, they know exactly what it is you need to get the best out of that. So with that in mind, what you've got here, because you are basically, without yourselves, buying from all the different company names that you just heard John talk about, no company can survive. They're only as good as their customers that they have. And so looking after the customers means you are going to get some treats if you're going to be involved in the one-day special. Let's break it down and start with and look at that, because it says 39 stamps. We had a lot of these that were broken down that were available individually, and we had a lot of stock for them individually. They've gone. A lot of these have sold out individually. So if we're looking at the stamps, let's just deal straight away with, I think we're going with the sentiments to start with. Let's start actually with sort of the classics when we start talking about festive cards.
Yes, they are. These are your classic sentiments. You will have seen these. You know, I can't stand here and say, you know, I hand drew all of these and we've reinvented. No, we haven't.
No.
These are ones that you may have seen over the last 10, 15 years in different formats. They're sort of like a collection of some of my favourite sentiments that I've seen all over the place in different bags and wrapping papers and all sorts of things.
You do.
Yeah, and that's something that 2J specialise in, is pulling these licensed designs by proper artists, making sure everything's covered and licensed for you at home to be able to do it with a full angel policy.
Right, and that's the key, isn't it? That is
Yes.
absolutely brilliant. So you have got a full angel policy on anything you're working with from these, which means quite safe. You can go on it, and if you're doing it for your charities or anything else to make money for
and
as
we
well.
actually put it on the packaging. It actually says on
Great.
there, you can sell for charity or to make profit for yourself.
Yeah.
With anything from the 2J's range, anything in terms of the artists and the licenses have all been covered by us.
Which is absolutely brilliant as well, because, you know, some people, they might trip up on other things. Here you were. And what I like about these is that you have got the classic. So I love the sort of the Art Deco font in there as well.
Yeah.
That you see. But you've got a lovely feel about this, the size of them as well, the different fonts that are in there. But they're very professional, you know, the images that you've got on here, which gives that professional finish, isn't it?
It is. These are almost like they've been made by 5 or 6 different graphic designers.
Right.
There's different styles and different likes. And usually when you get a stamp set for Christmas, if it's one of mine, I've drawn them all.
Yeah.
So it's my style.
Yes.
And that's why I love this, because this has probably got 4 or 5 different graphic designers on here who've drawn their different styles
Which is lovely.
of Christmas sentiments. So you've got a real mixed bag.
Yeah, they're going to work so nicely. So let's give you some more of what you're going to be getting for the stamps. And I've gone to the sentiments first because they are brilliant and they're really useful and very practical. Now let's start talking about the characters that you can now create, because these are phenomenal. So you have got, let's start off with our gnomes. We did have them individually. They've gone individually now. They're really, really popular. I'm going to show you some examples of how you can work with these. But you're not just getting the gnomes. You've got the other little areas of the stamps. You've got the gifts that are there. You've got some sentiments that are in there as well. But these, if you want to talk about them, I'm happily show the gnomes, because they do speak so much.
The gnomes there's the gnome row at the bottom. Those are 6 new gnomes from last year, because we did some gnome rows last year. But you've got beautiful characters. They've got they're so well drawn. I mean, that to me doesn't say Christmas.
No,
They could use that all year round.
With those colourings or that, it's quite wizardry as well.
Yeah,
isn't
exactly.
It?
It's got that Barry Trotter kind of look to it.
Yes.
Barry Trotter and the Philosopher's Scone, as I used to call it.
You're good.
But you've got that look to it. But then again, red and green, suddenly it's Christmas. But within the stamp set for the larger ones, you've got that sentiment in that hand-drawn font, Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, Season's Greetings, and the presents.
Yeah, the presents.
Because you're paying, when you buy a stamp set, you're paying for all of the polymer in an A6 block. So if we don't fill it, you're paying for it and you're not getting it.
Right.
So we put those extra bits on. But there,
I love
garden
that.
gnomes, little strips of streamers, anyone could do that
That
one.
is brilliant.
I don't think anyone could think of it, because I hadn't thought of that. I think that's inspired.
I just think that is genius. That is really lovely. And again, very different feel. Look at this. I love this as well.
So mixing it in with the stepper card die that we've got in there, this is...
Sorry.
You've got 3 of the smaller gnomes at the back and then 3 of the large ones at the front. So it's like a family of gnomes.
It is. I'm also thinking that could be a courtroom.
Do you know it could, couldn't it?
You've got the judge gnome at the top.
You have, yes.
I love that.
That is, and the witnesses and the clerks to the court and everything.
Yeah,
I love that.
absolutely.
It's perfect.
I just think, but you know, I think we mentioned this in our first hour together, John, as well this morning. But just even black and white, they work because the images are so lovely.
They are. The images are there and the artistry's there, so you don't have to be any form of colourist. You don't have to have any pens or any, you know, chalks or watercolours or anything. Just stamped, they really work. I mean, my favourite on that would be literally just colour the noses in. I think what they've actually done is just added a gem on for a bell in red.
Yes, just on a little bell. I've just got to show that as well, just because again we're again away from Christmas.
Moving away from Christmas, you've got to have products, I think, that will work all year.
Yeah,
that will work all the time.
Brilliant. These are the little gnomes then you're going to have. So you're going to have the gnomes, but also you've got our fantastic penguins that you can work with. Now the penguins are lovely. Again, you've got that family feel if you're going to go with a collective, but again they also work really nicely individually also. So if you were looking at those as we saw with our gnomes, just one of those on their own looks just as good as if you've actually got 3 or 4 of them all together as a little collective, which we said was a raft. I think
it's a raft of penguins.
Raft of penguins. If you hold them together. Oh, hang on, I just put up the gnomes again then. There we go. So we've got all of our wonderful, lovely little penguins again together. You can have them singular, that work with them really lovely. And they are very, very cute. Really, really cute. So, I mean, you're getting so many stamps of this whole collection. How about that lovely little reef that's done with them all as well? So, in fact, 39 stamps in total, which that's a lot of stamps.
It is a lot. We've packed as much as we possibly can into the space. And when you say that, sometimes you look at it and they'll go 39 stamps and you'll realise that, you know, 16 of them or 19 of them are tiny little flower stamps or something.
Yes, yeah.
We're not talking that in these. You've got sort of 3, 4, 5 and 6, I can't even remember. You've probably got nearly 20 characters.
Yeah.
And then sentiments, and then the presents, and the little balloon to go with the penguin, the raft of penguins and things. There's so much more you can do with those.
And that's not it, everybody. There's even more to go with it. Now, the lovely thing also is you're going to get this fabulous die, which is going to work really nicely. Now, again, it's sold out individually, but you'll be able to create a wonderful, and if you've seen the demonstrations, really simple but very effective pop-up card that's really easy to post, because look how flat it goes. I think that's, again, what I was really impressed with, John, with this, is that once you've actually created, I'll just show one here, for example, once you've created the wow factor that you're going to get, but sometimes I look and go, you've got to put part A with part C, and fold D, and then link that over. This, if you've seen the demonstration with John, it's simple. It's really
cut,
nice.
Fold, stick down. That's it.
Yes.
It came from an idea of one of our design team, Maxine Payne. She did it, and it takes about 20-25 minutes, because I'm not going to say we've reinvented the wheel. You could do this with the measurements and a scoreboard and a pair of scissors and a guillotine. But my argument is, why bother?
Yeah.
Why would you spend 20 to 25 minutes making the base card to actually... what you want to do is spend the time decorating. This one we made at 8 o'clock last night.
But again, look at
so
that.
you can see how, if you want to see how to make this one, just watch on catch up.
Right.
And it'll show you how to do it. It is literally that easy.
It's another thing about the actual card itself is it could be used for all sorts of different occasions, anniversaries, birthdays.
And you don't have to put every section in it. That's only got the card and the strip across the bottom. Everything else is just decorated. So you can do whatever you want with it.
It is a jam-packed one-day special, and we're not even done there, because it is a birthday celebration, of course. Not only are you getting everything we just talked about, you're also going to get your downloadable. This is a bonus. You're going to get your downloadable paper worth $7.99 here that you can see. So you've got the sort of the gingham checks, and you've also got the lovely stripes in those different colours. When you get through with that, it'll come through on your on the computer, and it'll just click on download. You just get it at the end, don't you? That's right, isn't it, John?
Yes, that's it.
Yeah. Just simple. Download it to
it will be
device.
in your account. Press download, follow the instructions on screen, and it will automatically download it as a PDF, which is a completely safe program for anyone that's worried. So, you know, there's no nasty things hidden in it. There's no gifs. I'm not popping out going, in it. It is just the papers, and it will download it and save it into your computer, onto your tablet, onto your iPad, onto your Mac, onto your PC, you know, your Fire Stick, whatever you've got. So click that, download it, and then those papers are yours to print and use as many times as you want. And it is a genuine designed paper pad by me that I put together, that we decided we used some of the papers in one of the limited edition. I used some of the couple of the colours are in my next box kit, which might be coming out at the end of the month, Highland Christmas. But in that collection, so we decided not to actually produce it as a paper pad. We said we would actually give it to people exclusively on the craft store in the ODS, so that you were the only ones to use it. So if you want this orange shade... That's
the paper there.
The only way to get this is in that pad, because I haven't used that in anything else.
Oh, there we are, you see. We did... I say we... John,
you
I watched. John put this one together for you at 8 o'clock this morning using the papers. And it's great, because he was just sticking it onto a back, I think it was about 250 GSM, and added that onto it. So you're only getting something...
Well, it's actually, I checked, it's 300 GSM I'd sprayed it onto.
Was it? Oh, was it already?
So it's cut and made actually in 380 GSM, that.
Wow.
But it worked. But the paper I've printed onto is literally my cheap supermarket, $2.99, $3.99, 500 sheet pad.
It really works. 2/3 of the one-day special has already been allocated. So you've only got one more final live hour at 4 o'clock to make the most of, and this hour with John and myself. So 723-253 from £61.96 is down £53.96 with that saving, and you've got your downloadables in there as well, which is brilliant. If you're a Freedom member, look at this. You're saving not just your £13.40 when you think about what you're getting here with your freebies as well, but also that, of course, includes your postage and packaging for all that now, which is phenomenal. If you want to split the cost, of course, you can do on your flexi-buy. That means it's just 2 payments. All of that, in fact, with your first payment of just £24 and 28 little pennies as well. Oh, on top of that, I know. Stop me. Hang on. Right, also, you're going to be getting free gift with your purchase, okay? So you're either going to get it from the black die set or the pink die set as well, and you are getting a random die. Now, and again, some of the dies in here are really beautiful, John.
They are. There's nothing in there. These are Crafts 2 dies. These are some of the first designs that Crafts 2 ever did as dies, and there's about 100 different designs. You'll get one of them sent in, one of them sent to you. And as I say, I haven't picked these out as well, by the way. They didn't go through the warehouse and pick out the pretty ones. These are the ones that I physically had at home.
Oh, I see.
I grabbed whichever ones I'd got to fit on the board. So I've not been given these for the show. These are dies that I've physically had in the past.
Okay.
So it's not like, oh, we've found these.
No.
Let's get rid of them.
No. Oh, okay.
I went through one of my folders and pulled them all out and went, yeah. Because there's dies in there that I've used and loved for a long time.
Well,
certainly that stag.
You are going to be getting that as a freebie, as a thank you as well from all the guys. Oh, and also, it is a happy hour, of course, because it is a birthday celebration on there. So, for this hour only, you're going to be getting the Crafts 2 Bow Maker and the Tidy Tray set. Now, I'll come to the Tidy Tray set in a second. The Bow Maker itself, in fact, it's probably easy if I turn this around, that you can see here, that's got all the details of how you'll be able to bring that together to make the perfect bows. So if you are doing lots of mass production of them as well, and you've got to have loads and loads and loads of them, you want them all to be exactly the same, then, of course, this is going to help you do it. Very simple steps to actually put that together. So that's going to be able to help you with your bows, where you've got your pegs to alternate to make your different size bows for all of that. Plus, you're going to be getting your Tidy Tray. I thought this was genius. So if you are working with, maybe it's lots of little beads, for example, or your embossing powders, you've got this really fantastic little lip there. So it's not curved off. It's going to go right up edge to the edge of your table that you're crafting upon there as well. So you can get things directly off the table onto that. You've also got individual little sliders here that will come out, so you can put your dividers in, and then what you can do is you can decant it back in from that end into the bottle, straight into, that is genius. It's, you know what I love about this? It's sometimes the most simplest things, and you go, why hasn't that never been thought of before for that, and that design?
People have done tidy trays, and they're usually plastic, and they're rounded. They don't have the bits inside.
Yes.
And basically, what Peter did with this one, and it's one of Peter and Jane's ideas, was to put the extra sections in so you could use it as a bead finder.
Yep.
But make that end piece like a shovel. So you can actually clear up beads and sequins or anything with it, rather than them dropping out. And this is what we're supposed to be using with our embossing folders and glitters. Ah,
you see, it's perfect. And
embossing powders and glitters, not folders and glitters.
The other great thing is, actually, already 20% of the stock here has gone. You're getting both of those in there for just $9.99.
Do you want me to quickly show how to do a bow?
Yeah, go for it.
Because this is where a lot of people struggle, and it's one thing that I've got my own that I built at home, because I do sometimes bigger ones, but this is perfect for the sort of bow I do. So, take your ribbon. Okay, and I've got 4 pegs in here, because you get 4 in the set. This lets me do a double. So, round the front, cross them behind, go back round that peg, okay, cross them behind, go round that peg, cross them behind, okay. All you're basically doing is round a peg and cross. Round a peg, cross them behind, then the cross behind, one is underneath.
Okay.
Yeah, hold that in place, take that over, tuck it in, Right, take that again. This is a little trick I do, because you've got to tie that off and it goes loose. But if you go round again, push it through, watch, look, that's tied off.
Oh.
You don't have to have 2 fingers, so all you do is keep that one tight, there, tie that one off.
Oh, look at your little bow there.
Pull, then you get the double bow that cannot sit flat. So that now cannot go flat like a shoe bow. You know, when you just go round the houses and tighten the middle, it all falls in. That can't, because it's been twisted inside.
Oh, that is... Right, grab these. grab them. £9.99, and you're also going to get your tidy tray set to go with that as well, with £5 off. That is a happy hour deal. Grab those right now. Never struggle with making a bow ever again. No saying, come over here, can you put your finger down on that for a second while I just wrap it around and I look like a mummy by the end of it. Right, the website is your friend, of course. If you go to thecraftstore.com, you'll be met by 5-star reviews. You'll be met by brilliant price points in there as well. All of the tools of the trade that you're going to be wanting to get hold of. The Izinks Winter Ice Medium set, we've got the blues in there. We're going to have a little bit of a play with that later on. Grab those while you can. They are absolutely gorgeous. John chose those colours out specially. So have a good look at those. Right then, where are we going to be looking at, John?
OK, right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the card together first to show you how simple it is to do.
Right, great.
So all I've done is pre-cut this. So there we go, and you can see easily how they come off a piece of A5, an A4 sheet. Yeah?
Yep.
And it is really simple. As you said earlier, all of this, take part A to part B and no. Basically, you fold the card in half, and then every other piece I've put power tape on the tabs. That's it. So you would use power tape or a red line tape. Don't use your normal tape. It doesn't work as well, right? And literally fold a mountain fold for everything, which is an outward fold like that. So it makes like a mountain shape, like a peak. Yeah, that's it. So don't worry, because there is a video on YouTube of doing this, just like this is at the minute, overhead of my hands, and me talking. None of that posh, hello, I'm John or anything. It's literally, well, I don't see the point. You don't want to say, hi, I'm John, today we're using, no. It's over my head, I'm using this die, it's really good, this is how we do it. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. But also, June, bless her, who's one of the angels, has written us some written instructions as well. So those are available for anyone that wants the written instructions as well, rather than that. So all you do is take your tape off on all of the pieces, really simple. Or you can use wet glue, but if you use a wet glue, it will be stuck down permanently, be brilliant. I mean, I would recommend the Craft Artist, but I know I always would. But you would have to wait it for a couple of minutes just so it goes off, because obviously there's a bit of a pop. Right. So all you do is fold your 2 bits in. You've already pre-folded it, OK? Middle line. Yeah, middle line there. Match that middle line to that middle line. There's your first fold done.
Nice, simple, done. Nice, simple.
Match your fold line of your bigger one to that fold line again. Stick it down flat. There's your 2. Stick this to one end. Stick this to the other end. You're done.
How easy is that?
That's it. So it is a 3D card. Every time I look at this, I see happy birthday and candles popping out the top and pretty paper. Yeah. And basically that's it. But for posting, a 5x7 envelope, and it's a standard stamp.
That is brilliant. Nice, really simple.
Done. Easy.
But all the drama's in the opening of it rather than the making of it, which I think is the right way round.
Well, I still think, as a crafter, the fun I have is in the decorating it. It's not in the making. It's not in the construction. Right. That's the bit we have to. That's the chore we have to go through. Yeah. Well, exactly. Look, we're going to show a couple of here that haven't been done already. We're using the die and using the stamps on this set that'll pop out. So we got, there we go, with little season's greetings. With the little penguins that are on there as well, the little snow background. Or how about them done through, I like that one, look at that. Little mountain range of them all there popping up from there as well. And that's also using one of the sentiments that we've got there from another set that we've got on there for you also. So some really nice, simple ways of working with it. I think they are great. It's a really lovely collection for those. They are genuinely so fab. So realistically now, I need some nice, pretty paper to decorate this with. Right. So I think, Scott, you should make me some nice, pretty paper. Oh, here we go. You do realise how this came about, because the demonstration that I think it's the same demonstration that John's going to do. I said that the first time in nearly 6 years, I've said I think I could do that. There we go. Mouthy over here has got myself in a situation. I could be doing it with John's help. It's at the end, so the longer it takes you to get to the end, the more you're putting it off. Right.
Let's look at the sentiments, everybody. Let's have a look at the sentiments set we got for you. And these are, in fact, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you straight away how they could be working if you put them in there, because all of these are taken from the sentiment stamp set. Now, or the dies. They're going to give you 15 in total with the stencils to work with. And again, they really do look fantastic because they all work together. 60% of them has already gone, actually. So do grab them while you get the chance to go for them as well. They've been very, very busy for these. 735986. The nice thing is that you can then, because you've got those words in there, you'll be able to put them together to make some really nice sentiments that work with it. So they break down really nicely. It's a nice collection, actually, and you've got the larger and the normal size Christmas as well in there,
yes,
isn't it?
You've got the bigger Christmas and the small one. So you can see there it says Merry Christmas. It's quite large Christmas. There is a smaller Christmas in there as well to give you that difference, because sometimes you want it as a focal point.
Yes, yes.
But things like, there's words like magical in there, so you can put have a magical Christmas, have a wonderful Christmas, have a magical New Year, have a wonderful New Year.
That's beautiful, that.
We did a book, and the girls that were making it for me, bless them, Jodie, Lindsay and Jane, made 65 different cards of sentiments mixing with them.
Really?
And then ran out, I'd love to say, got bored and ran out of time. So we had a big A3 book at first with all of them, and they just said, we've run out of time and patience to do any more, because there's so many different combinations just with that set you can do.
Wow, that is impressive. And that's a nice thing, actually, if you're going to go for the one-day special, because, as John was saying earlier, in the earlier show, that this here, this is it 2-inch.
It's 2 inches by 7 inches.
2 inches by 7 inches. So again, if you've got some of those that you want to put your sentiments on there, you can really make it very personal to work with. It's lovely for that. $14.99, proving very, very popular already for those. So do make sure you've got them. 735986. Right then, as we mentioned these actually for the very top of the show, with all the different brand names that basically come under that same umbrella with them, and this is one of those brand names that you've got in here, which I just love this product. I just think it is absolutely amazing.
I think are very innovative, and when you select the right products from them, which is what we do, and it's one of the things I love about crafts too. We are presented obviously with the entire range from them, and we select what we think will work for crafters.
Yeah,
and we have that opportunity and chance, rather than saying, all right, you've got to bring this on and you've got to launch this next. No, we work with them and say, right, we'll take that, we think that will work, that will work. Yeah. So we only bring, that's why it's great to have that buffer. So we're able to work it out. And the ice and the diamonds are brilliant products, because these are, as they say on the front, tout surface. And that means, translated into English, all surface. So these are machine washable on fabric. These are, so you make your cushions, your T-shirts out of these. You can put them onto concrete, glass, wood, paper, card, everything. You're not having to buy 3 different paints, 5 different paints. They will work on every single surface.
I think that is brilliant, actually. And the nice thing about this is you've got a lovely set. So if you are looking for your winter wonderland kind of feel, where you've got that, if I just show here, you've got that lovely effect. All those different colours that will come together. And John you selected the 5 of these to work together.
I picked all of these from my shelf of rainbow colours, and I went that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. So it's not random, it's not what we'd got left in the warehouse, because I know they'd already asked here, can we have more colours? And it was, no, we put on everything we've got, because it wasn't a case of, oh, we've got loads of this. It was a case of, really these are the colours I want to use, how many have we got left?
They are really lovely. We'll tell you, though, there's only 20% remaining. 80% of the stock of this has gone. It's a great price point. 462821 is what you're looking for. So, in fact, I know that we've got some here that you were showing off earlier on and working with it, because, you know, you said about the feel of the texture of this as well. It really does feel, like you mentioned, like a gel kind of feel.
It doesn't feel, you'd think it would feel like shiny, like mirror card, or you would think it would feel like vinyl. It doesn't. It feels like gel cushioning in the shoes or something. But that is fully die cuttable, even intricate. And that's what I will do that once Scott's made these 2 pieces.
When Scott has made them, there's a scary line.
So those are what they're aiming for. So
I'm following you though, aren't I?
No, I'm just going to tell you. You watched it earlier.
I did.
This is genuinely how easy it is.
Like
that I really want people to be able to see.
Okay.
How easy it is. You don't have to watch. So you're going to pick up one of the 3 colours of your ice.
Any colour?
Any colour you want.
Got to go for that lovely blue.
Take the little screw top off, just like you would off your apple juice.
Oh, yes, and I would normally just,
Yeah, please don't. And just squeeze tiny little blobs all over your paper.
Goggles are up, everyone, it's serious. Just tiny little blobs.
Yeah, you're a Yorkshireman, so when I say the size of a petit pois.
Okay.
Not a blob of mushy peas, not not a marrowfat pea as we'd know, but one about the size of those small peas they eat down south. You know the ones I mean. And literally, that's what I say in workshops.
There's a couple of big ones in there as well, because I like a couple of big peas.
Doesn't make any difference. There's no size issues.
Just like this.
Just like that. Okay.
That good?
So literally, that's all you do. Then you take...
And then you leave it. And then you walk away and say, well done. No.
Come on, Scott, you can do this.
I can. Right, go for another colour?
Go for another colour. The thing is, as well, if you think... I mean, I know it's an off-chat thing, but if you think about, say, scenery, if you want scenery to look like... You know, if you're doing a lot of things at, you know, for schools and things like that, if you want that to look like in wintry skies, this is the perfect product.
I'm liking that idea. Oh,
you'd spend hours and hours doing this with acrylic paints, trying to get this look.
Oh, some of blobs are kind of a bit bigger than others, but I like that because I'm doing it. Do you know what scared me? The most scariest moment I've just had there? Director went, come into your demo. Oh, everybody.
This isn't your first.
Okay.
Then go for your greeny colour.
Right. We're going all in.
Exactly the same.
Okay, right. Going to put a little bit of green in here as well.
That's all you need to do.
Right. I'm liking this. I'm liking this.
Okay. And I really want to show people that these effects are not achieved through me being skilled, but through the product.
Oh, that's a big one. That's quite a big one, but that's all right.
Yeah, doesn't matter in the slightest. Okay.
Okay.
So then you're going to take your spatula.
Oh, yes.
Or your palette knife, or you can even do this at home with a rule or a ruler. My mum will go mad if I say ruler, but that's what people understand, but as a rule. Put it down, and basically, you're going to butter that piece of card now from top to bottom, whichever way you want, using your palette knife.
You'll see now how my buttering would be. Ooh. Oh, nice colours.
Isn't it? It's a beauty. It's a mix. I have picked the mix to work. But you see there, literally, so you're just buttering toast, yeah? Now, this is what I mean. Anyone can do this.
There we go,
if
everybody.
Scott can do it.
Go on, say it. Even Scott.
Even Scott. No, but we watch a lot of to me, we watch a lot of these demos on television, and I think we make it look easy, and I want to say genuinely, it is easy. I don't fake it to make it look easy. It really is.
I think we should get a T-shirt. Even Scott could do this.
Yeah. Well, you could do that on a T-shirt.
Yes.
And it would be machine washable, and you'd be able to keep it forever. I've got one at home. I did that way. So, yeah, literally.
Look at those colours. Can I show that?
Yeah. So there is Scott's Aurora Borealis on winter nighttime scene.
There, yes.
So look at that, and then hold up mine, and you'll see there's no difference.
Hang on, look at this. There we go. Oh, can you see? Yeah, there we go. Mine's a little bit wet at the moment.
Yours is wetter than mine.
Yeah, that's not too shabby.
No, it's not.
I'm happy with that when that's dried off.
So if you do want to make wintry backgrounds, you want to make nighttime sky backgrounds, you've got silhouette stamps you want to use, and you're not confident with inks, and you don't want to use stencils and brushes and everything, this is the perfect thing to do, and anyone can do it.
Well, it's got limited stock, everybody. Thank you. I only do one demo once every 6 years,
but it's
all right. But we are limited stock. On that goggles back on. 462-821. And you know what? It's fun to spread.
It really is, isn't it?
It's less calorific than butter as well, so it's good. It's all good. For drying of that, before you could start working with that or cutting out with that one, how long would you leave that?
When I was doing some pieces the other day, it was beautiful and sunny. Yeah. So I left them outside the craft cave for 2 or 3 minutes, and they went straight away.
Right.
If you're leaving it in somewhere like this with, say, aircon and not a lot of heating and things, about an hour.
Okay.
But when I've done workshops, we've left them on one side and they've been drying 10, 15 minutes. It depends on the humidity of the room and the heat and everything. Right, that's literally it. So I need to take one of the well, it'll have to be one of the pieces that I've got that I've dried.
Do you want to take the dry ones?
Yes,
obviously.
if I can have the dry one.
I can pass over that.
Thank
to that
you.
Side. There we go.
Then what we'll do is now. So Scott made this.
Hey!
But Scott's shown how Scott could make this. But it's a case of what we're going to do now is I'm going to actually use it. So I want to have a panel for the front for the sky. So I'm going to put this die on. Because this is the other difference. When you die cut this will not reactivate.
It won't?
No, and you would imagine that this would reactivate. And seriously, it really, really doesn't. So what I want is, I'm going to decorate the card. So I'm going to use the pieces, rather than measure, I'm going to use the pieces of the die that made the original card, because why make it hard?
Well, yeah.
I don't want to sit there and measure that by that.
No.
Sorry, life's too short.
Yeah.
Plus, if I've made this, this is not a precious piece of card.
Right.
If that makes
Yes,
sense.
yeah, I know what you mean.
This isn't something, oh no, I'll never get another one of those again.
No.
You've just shown how you could replicate exactly what I've just done.
Yes. Yeah,
so
yeah,
I just need to run that through my machine for a
While
minute.
you run that through, I want to just let you know, I think we have now had a technical sellout on the Inks, the Winter Ice Medium set. So if they are in your basket already, make sure you don't forget to check them out. Make sure you do check them out now, otherwise they'll just drop back in. If they do, I'll let you know, of course, if you have been disappointed and missed out on those ones. But well done if you got them. Honestly, do that. It's lovely when you mix them together. It's really good.
It's fun to do.
It is fun to do
It really
that.
is fun to do. And the fact that, as I said, you could do it, like I said to you, you know, you could do it for sceneries, for the back of things. But the fact you could do it on T-shirts and everything like that. But literally there, look. And you know that the machine I'm using is going to be high tension because I'm a nightmare for making sure I've got really good high tension machines. But look, every piece is cut, nothing has stuck. It's not reactivated it, which you would be terrified. I've got to be honest. First time I did this, I thought this is going to reactivate it.
Yeah.
This is a gel.
Yes,
But
that's
it's
the
not,
thing.
because it's the exclusive gel that they use, and it is permanent on every surface. It is genuinely permanent.
But you know what?
On every surface.
How much would you be spending if you were to buy papers that look like that with that kind of texture about it as well?
You'd be well over £1, £2 a sheet, I would have imagined, at least.
You're into specialist papers,
Yeah,
aren't you? For that?
you are. I don't even know where I would get them from. I could get printed papers that someone had inked that looked similar, but they wouldn't, I've got to be honest, they would not have that luminosity.
No, that's it.
And look, I've not even placed it. It's random, but it looks so, so nice. So let's pull in the card I've got. So now, of course, I've got panels that will fit on. So all I'm going to do is take off the tabs. So if you're using a decorative paper, rather than measure the bits, I'll tell you what, I'll use spray glue for speed into the magic really useful box that he created for me that's invisible.
Oh, that one there.
For my spray glue to go in.
I've got one on this side as well, actually.
I'm sure they've swapped sets to me to this side.
Do you know when I walked in?
I think you went straight over to that corner, didn't you?
I thought, well, hang on, this can't be where John... Why's he set up over here?
I think it's because I've put too much bits of tape underneath the counter there.
Oh, is that what it was?
Honestly, go and feel under the counter on the boot where I demo. Yeah, it's been like 2-3 years of literally.
You get some nice views out your window on that set.
You do, and you get to see out the patio doors and things.
I know, you get all sorts.
No, I like this. It's comfortable. So again, just cut the tabs off, but this time, so there you can see. To me, I'm starting to make like a birthday cake, and I would just say, where has the time gone?
Oh, blimey.
I've got a second demo ready. I better finish this one, hadn't I?
Listen, don't worry. I'm here if you need me, John.
Cool. Excellent. Right, so I'm going to be using the Pale Pigment inks with the mica in to do some shading.
Oh, are you?
So if you could do that for me, Scott, that would be fab. So, but there... I mean, to be honest, have you been watching... If you're anything like me, you go on that face ache thing...
What?
You know, those media things. And you actually look at cake videos. And that's pretty much all I look at.
Cake videos, do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
You've got people making cakes. Doesn't that look like an iced cake?
Yeah.
You know, where they do those and they do they literally do that. So again, you know, sentiment across the front, couple of candles, or we could take...
Moist sponge and a jam
a little Gnomes.
Oh, I do like that.
And put our little Gnomey row on, or I could move it up slightly so we've still got a little bit of that. But again...
Well, what's that other fondant filling you can get, like a...
Don't talk about it. Cake is my addiction. It's,
You know the one,
the
one I get, the cream cheesy ones you can get, things sort of...
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I've got some inks here to share with you. God, I just want to put £3, just chatting then. Moments on the lips, lifetime on the hips, John.
Yeah, no, it doesn't go on my hips. It goes on my fuel tank. It's a fuel... this isn't a beer belly, it's a fuel tank for a craft machine.
Mine started out as a 6-pack, it's now a keg.
A keg? I've got a party 7.
Well, remember them.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, we digress. £12.99. These are your craft artists, the Moonlight Pearl Pigment Ink Petals. Lots of P's. 8 colours of the Pigment Pearl ink pads. Blimey. Is there a moment with the P's when you said that?
Yeah.
These are absolutely brilliant. Is this one opened? No. Either that or was just being really weak. Oh, no.
No, I think it is. I think Adam had it open last night.
No, these are the magnetic ones. You know, the ones that just sort
No, what we did was the first set were magnetic, and we had customers say to us they couldn't use them because of pacemakers and having magnets in them.
Right.
So we had our manufacturers for the next generation, so the new colours, to change the design. So now they don't have a magnet, they have a little plastic click that clips in.
Slide in.
So you can still slide it in and click it into place.
Yep, that's in.
Yeah, hold it over your head.
Why does he always do this to me?
You like to brush your head, Scott.
I know,
so you're
but
quite happy to.
And when they said you've had your screen test for this company, they won't make you ever look silly. Look at me now.
But
Look
Scott,
at me.
since I did your screen test,
Yes.
did you not realise at that point?
I should have walked right there and then.
You should have.
The thing is, I'm still here. I'm standing here like this is normal.
Yeah.
Nearly into my glasses then as well.
But
Then I won't be
that's
able
it.
to
They
see a
are
thing.
secure in there, which has always been the problem with that sort of ink in the past.
Oh, they're lovely though. Again, these are well juicy as well.
They
You're gonna
are,
get
and
a lot
every
out of
single
these.
one is pearl. So every single one has mica in it. These are not just flat colours. So these are pigment to blend, but they've actually got a pearlised colour in there. So that gold is gold, that silver is silver, that platinum is platinum. The
Right.
white is a sparkly white, which again, perfect if you're wanting to colour some of your penguins and things.
Oh, that's very nice. I feel like I
It's
want
really
use that
hard to
now.
get hold of white, and to get white that is pearlised is
Right.
very difficult.
Look at that. I had teeth like that once. 732 999 12.99. John.
Cool. Yay.
Safer.
Here you go. Cheer yourself up.
Oh, thanks. Have you got colour on it though?
No. I don't think so. It just cheers him up. You know, I'm going.
It's like
When these come back into
just put
stock,
him in the corner with a little dummy, or
Yeah.
make him just buff his head.
when these come back into stock, I'm going to have to buy you a set, literally just to keep you
I do like the
happy.
smaller ones and the large ones.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do
And
now
breathe.
is
Sorry,
I'm going to
carry on.
use those to give me again a very easy and simple background, but one that anyone can do. So all I'm going to do is I've got here the little raft of penguins, so the little strip of penguins.
Right.
So what you need to do is to decide for this, is there going to be one, who's going to be at the front? Okay.
Right.
So I'm going to go with the one with the earlobes on and his hands like that. Always makes me think it's me. So I think I'm going to go with that one. So he's going to be at the front. So I'm putting him at the bottom. Yeah. I'm going to pick him up on my press to impress, and I'm just going to ink him.
Okay.
Now I'm inking in VersaFine black, onyx black, because that's what I've brought with me. If I was alcohol markering, I would be colouring it with a memento.
Right.
But again, it's actually made it out of the car now,
Well, that's good.
because it was left in the car last night, but it's now in the green room.
Oh, okay.
So I've given him a little bit of, I've over-inked and given him a bit on his tummy, but do you know what? I don't mind that.
No.
I think that adds to it. So there he is. Now, I've got here some masks I've cut.
Okay. Oh, right.
Now,
okay,
you
already
could
cut out.
use the, I think, is it Sarah and Vicky use the Eclipse tape? People do mask sheets.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of different things. I'm using, this is actually a mask. I make these using Cricut transfer tape that you transfer your vinyl on with.
Oh.
Because they're clear. So,
cool.
you know, it's the easier one of that. But that's what I use. So everyone's got their own preference.
that.
So we've got him. So let's have the one with the scarf then behind him.
Nice.
Yeah, so we'll put him again. We'll stamp.
I do love it when stamps can layer up with them. I mean, they're great things for, like, certainly for florals and things like that, where you can just create really big sort of either bouquets sort of feel or village scenes. And
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
It's a lovely technique.
Well, you could make yourself a little choir.
A
choir of penguins or a choir of gnomes. So I'm just going to take a little scrap piece of paper.
Yeah.
And just press it over there to take any of the spare ink off there. Can you see I've got a
right.
little print of his flipper? Yeah.
Got you.
And so I need to cover him over now. So let's take his little mask. And these are reusable. So again, put your mask on. There we go. Okay. And then we'll go with... Yeah, we'll go with him. No, I don't like it. He's looking the wrong way. We'll go with that one with the present. So the one with the present is behind, okay? So again, pick him up with my platform, stamp him, ink him, stamp him, blot off.
Blot off.
It's a bit I always forget, and that's why I get mucky fingerprints everywhere. And, you know, I'm terrible at it. I really am. So here we go. We've got now just
How big's
peel.
that quire going to be in?
It's only going to be 3 because of time.
Oh, okay.
But I could actually, you know, well, we could actually have one more behind, couldn't we? So we'll do one more behind.
Shall I read an email out while you're doing that?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Just while we just see you, because we can see it. And it's just from Christine has emailed through.
Oh.
Very good afternoon, Christine. Thank you so much for being with John and myself. Christine says, good afternoon, John, Scott and all the team. Hello. Can I take this opportunity to thank you all for the excellent shows and demonstrations? And can I ask John to please pass our thanks to Sam, who does so much background work and supports John so well. And can I ask John, will there be any lady gnome stamps?
Well, first of all, thank you. That's lovely, and I will pass it on to Sam. And
Please do, because
he does work really. Nobody, I don't think anybody sees how hard he works behind the scenes to help me and you know to help Crafts too and everything else. And you know the thing is, he's half the time he's going down there to help pack orders.
Yeah,
he's doing everything.
Absolutely.
I would say there aren't any plans to do lady gnomes.
Okay.
Because we never said they were men.
Well, that's very true. That's very true.
We have not given them genders, we've not given them names, so nobody said they were men gnomes. So you colour them in other colours, and they could be lady gnomes. I mean, yes, they've got beards.
I mean, they've got quite big beards.
And it's very difficult to do gnomes without beards.
Yeah, it is.
To be fair. But no, there aren't at the moment, to be honest. What we do, as I said before, with the 2J's range, we use artist designs.
Right.
So we use designs that artists have done, and we license those. So we don't commission an artist to do them.
Right, I see.
So we would need to find some images and an artist that's done that work, or see if the artist who did these has done anything similar. Yeah, but we'll certainly look at it.
Keep watching, Christine. You never know.
We'll I'll give anything. We'll give anything a go.
Christine also says, John and Scott are a very good team. Really great fun to watch. Oh,
hey.
Thank you both. Well, it's our pleasure. Thank you so much, Christy, as well, for being in touch. And if you've got any other messages, of course, for John and all the team, of course, with Crafts 2, then, you know, please do. 22 years is no mean feat. Certainly in all the current sort of situation everyone's been in for any business for that. It's fantastic. So they've done a great job. They are a brilliant team. They really are.
They are, to be honest. And they're very good friends and lovely people, and everyone in there is lovely.
That goes a long way just in business.
It does.
Doesn't it?
It really, really does. Because we all have trying times, and when someone's there and supportive, it's wonderful. So what I've done is I've stamped them. I've put a little one behind, so he's sort of looking off to the side, going, "What's going on? Why?"
Yeah.
It's almost like, I always think with him, it's like someone's poked an eclair through the curtain. You know, he's sort of, he was looking at the camera in the photo booth, and someone poked an eclair through. It's like, ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Because that would be me, you know.
Yes, no, I'd be with you.
And then I've used one of, we've had these before. We've brought these on before. These are our stencil shapes that fit in the press to impress. It makes it so much easier. Fit onto the artboard. Magnet down. Don't worry, there are some new shapes coming to make it easy to fit in here. But this is so much easier than me trying to tape it down or glue it down.
Yes, I got you.
And then all I'm going to do is go with this purpley blue at the top. But you see how well these blend and the colour intensity. So, well done, John. This is what happens when you don't put a fourth magnet on it. Where's my rule? Bear with me. It actually comes with the board comes with 2 rules, magnetic ones.
Oh, right.
So let's do it properly, shall we, John?
Let's
do it right.
Less haste, more speed. Is that the one?
Less haste, more speed. Yep, definitely. Okay. So I've got the purple. This is why I love having the petals, because I'm not having to open 8 different inks.
No, it's just there.
Yeah.
Just there.
But can you see there, to start with then, how I've got that purpley blue top? Yeah. What I'll then do is, because I'm going down in colours, I'm not going to worry about changing brushes.
Oh, well, OK.
They're all sort of blues and greens. I've gone dark first, so I'm not going to hopefully contaminate. So now I'm going on with the blue. And what you're not seeing at the moment, because the camera is, these are all pearlised, so these have got a beautiful
Oh, a nice
sheen.
little... Ah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yes, that's nice, that. Oh, very wintry.
It really is, isn't it? So we just colour that one in, and then I'm going to switch to this green colour, which seems weird, but it really does go perfect for the bottom.
Right.
Because
a bit of green in the...
Well, you do. It's in the tundra, isn't it? You've got to think
is,
this is a raft of penguins trying to bring you a present from the Arctic.
I tell you what, that one fact that we learned today...
You know what I'm like with information and facts.
I know. I love it. A raft of penguins. It's educational. Every day is educational. Every day is a learning day at the craft
It
school.
is, and if you don't know why, ask.
That's very true.
So there we go.
I love it, those colours together. That's really nice.
Just works. Well, we choose the colours. We choose the colours. We
Yeah.
don't. They're not set. We don't go and say, "What's the next set?"
No.
We choose them and put them together. It's why we called this, I think, Moonlight or Midnight Pearl. But there you go.
Ah, look at that.
So I've got to take the masks off, but remember now, you have to remove them in opposite order if you want to reuse them. So...
Eclair penguin.
So here comes Chocolate Eclair.
Chocolate Eclair.
There we go. But look at the difference there. So the white suddenly against it.
Yeah.
So we stamped this side, was the third one we stamped. So we'll take Terence off. I'll give him a different name every time. Then we're going to take Albert off.
I really upset my little girl because and it's a stupid dad thing. I don't know why I do it, apart from it's a stupid dad thing, really. But whenever we see anything, if it's a horse or a sheep or whatever, I go, oh, that's Dave. It doesn't matter. We've got cows in the field next to our house. Oh, there's Dave. There he is. And she's like that. I'm doing it since, pushing her in a pram. And she's like that. Why is everything called Dave, Dad? It's not Dave.
Oh.
And then there was something we saw the other day, and they went, and that is Dave. And I went, there. So the one thing I hadn't named Dave, someone said, that is actually Dave.
That's Dave.
And I was like that. She looked at me and went, he does know things, my dad. Not many things, but...
He's clever.
So I'm going to say these are Dave
well,
the penguin.
you see, in our house, these would be Bob's.
Dave and Dave.
This would be Bob. That would be Bob 1, Bob 2 and Bob 3. We've got fish. We've got Big Bob, Big Bob 2, and then Little Bob's. And after Mr. Baker's son, Bob, we loved the name so much we decided we haven't got a dog, but we decided as soon as we get one, it's going to be called Bob.
Of course.
So since then, since Bob was born, everything in our house is called Bob. And you see a dog, we'll go, Bob.
Oh, you see?
Yeah, we'll go, Bob, all the time.
We should go for a walk one day. We'll take my little girl, and everyone you see,
we'll go Bob, and you'll go Dave.
She'll never walk
I
with
think
us
it's a
again.
very good idea. So I'm just going to ground and put a little bit of feet into him.
All right, Dave.
Yeah. And then I've got here a white gel pen.
Uh-huh.
And this, so just...
Oh, nice.
So just adding a little bit of snow or stars down, and then I'm going to simply...
That's a lovely effect. I know that little white pen is just one little...
When I hold it up, you'll see it so much more. And here I've got a little... This is grey, like a light grey pen. And all I'm going to do is just go around. This is the only colouring I tend to do on the penguins. I'm just going to go around. Actually, I'm going to swap because that isn't as good.
If you have not yet got your one-day special that have all our lovely Bob penguins, or day penguins.
Raft of Bobs.
A raft of Bobs, and we've got a total troop of gnomes.
Bobs.
And you've got also your sentiments, and you've got your die for that fantastic card, and also your downloadable papers. If you haven't got it yet, please go for it. There's, honestly, 70% of the stock has gone. There's one more final remaining live hour to come. You're also going to get your free gift with purchase as well, if you make a purchase with that during the show, which will be a die. At random, you're going to get either from the black or from the pink die set. So you're going to get a random die. That's going to be added in there, and you've got some great savings to be had already. But 39 stamps, which are all absolutely fantastic, and you too can create honestly, every card I've looked at that's got the gnomes or we've got our lovely penguins that John's working with now, they are lovely. And they sold out individually, a lot of these, so that's the only way to get them now in that one-day special.
It is. Adam messaged me and he was very upset. He wanted the gnomes.
Oh, did he?
And he got home, tried to order them this morning, and they've gone.
Oh.
He actually messaged me and went, gnomes have gone, and I wanted them. So
he did.
Bless
he
him.
says it's for his daughter, but we know
no, it's not for Moll, it's for him.
We know it's for him.
So all I've done now is just take the darker purpley blue,
right,
put it down on the mask, because I would do it on my water media mat, but you've got that over there. Pick up with a water brush, and this is the one other thing I love about these craft artist inks. These are pearl. So these are pearl and these are pigment, but they're also water-based. So you can use a water brush and paint with them, which is so unusual
nice.
with a pearl ink.
Yeah.
So just to tie it together, I'm going to give a little bit of the bluey colour on the hats and things, and then take a little bit more water and just paint in the snow at the bottom.
That's such a nice
Now I
card,
have,
nice
obviously, because it's me, let's be as quick as I can, because I reckon we've got about a minute and a half left.
I think we have.
If that. Honestly, I'm pretending I know things like that. No, I listen to the voices in my head. There we go.
That'll be Dave.
So there you go. There's Bob and his friends, Dave, Bob and Bob. But even where I've stamped them a little bit too much and I've got a little bit of ink in the middle of the tummies, I like that. It's shading.
I thought it's part of it, yeah.
No, it's not. You know, Julia would absolutely, she would make me burn that card.
Yeah.
Without a shadow of a doubt. I've always told she's a better stamper, but...
I'm looking at Julia right now and you can see the pain in her eyes.
The pain there is genuine pain in her eyes. But it works. And sometimes it does, so you've got your little chorus, your little raft of penguins, but all we've used are the inks and stamped.
Isn't that beautiful?
And a little white pen to add those stars, but you've got that beautiful shine because it's pearlised ink.
They are gorgeous, those. The ink's at the bottom of your screen, 732-999, if you'd like to go for them. Only $12.99, and they really are beautiful. They are gorgeous. And if you don't use them for inking, just stand them with them, hold them above your head, because that's fun. If you want to go for the one-day special, please, 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 70% of the stock, over 70% of the stock has gone. 723253. It is a birthday celebration, of course, from Crafts 2, so you know that you're getting an absolutely fantastic bumper deal with your 39 stamps, your 6 dies, and your downloadable paper, and your free gift with purchase as well. Wow, wow, wow. Well done if you got yours already. John, my last hour with you here, so I know you're back at 4 o'clock now, isn't it? Love the hour with you. It's
Thank you. I've really enjoyed that.
Yeah,
and you've learnt a new technique.
Yes,
and something that anyone can do.
Well, there you go.
If Scott can do it, anyone can do it.
And that just sums up my life, basically, as well. So, yeah, give it a go. There's no excuse. I've done it for you. So you can definitely have a go with those because they are absolutely fantastic. They are brilliant. Did they all go, by the way, these inks? Did they all go? They did all go. They did all go. They were lovely. Listen, have a lovely 4 o'clock show.
Thank you.
I know you will do for Final Chord as well. And I really hope you've enjoyed it. Have a lot of fun. What nice thing about this, we're hoping that once you've got these home and you've done it, you can start sending in everything you've been working on from this kit as well in future weeks. From John and myself for this hour, thank you so much. Don't go anywhere. We've got more.